Greetings. This is Honolulu Blue from HB Cruising, and I would like to present my comparison between the 80s themed cruises offered by Princess and the 80s Cruise, a charter cruise. The cruise lines. Princess Cruises are, obviously, run by Princess Cruise Line. Its ships are somewhat more upscale and luxurious than Carnival, Royal Caribbean, or NCL. The 80s Cruises in the past and near future charter ships by Royal Caribbean. Royal tends to hit Middle America hard with limited pretense or luxury. The ships. Princess 80s themed cruises are on 4 different ships: Discovery Princess, Sapphire Princess, Regal Princess, and Ruby Princess. Discovery is the newest ship of this group, with all the new features and a bit of the new ship smell. It also holds the most passengers. Regal Princess is relatively new, about 10 years old. Ruby Princess was built in 2008, and Sapphire is the oldest and smallest, built in 2004. The 80s Cruise, DEC, in 2022 went on the Mariner of the Seas, and in 2023 will use the Navigator of the Seas. Both ships are about 20 years old, but well maintained, and hold about 3,100 passengers at double occupancy. The Itineraries. As befits their ship diversity, Princess runs several different routes: Bahamas, Western Caribbean, Mexico, and West Coast, San Diego and Ensenada. All are either 4 or 5 days. In 2022, DEC went to Nassau, Bahamas. Winds were too strong, we didn't dock, St. Thomas, and St. Martin. In 2023, DEC will head to Puerto Vallarta, Cabo San Lucas, and Ensenada. Both are 7 days. The bands. Princess has tribute bands of some famous acts, Journey, Bon Jovi, etc., performing in the main theater. There are also some performers scattered around the ship at various times that will perform 80s music but aren't wedded to it. DEC had over 15 bands performing all over the place. There were 2 shows in the main theater every night. There were also performances at various times in 2 smaller indoor theaters and at a stage by the pool. Often 2 or more shows would be happening at the same time. Almost all the performers did 2 shows during the cruise. Trivia and other entertainment. Princess has a fair amount of 80s trivia, but they also had general trivia and trivia from other eras. They also had traditional cruise shows in the main theater and a comedian. There was also other kinds of shows elsewhere befitting a cruise ship and not necessarily part of the 80s era. DEC had some trivia and other entertainment, but not as much as Princess. It was all 80s related, all the better for immersion, in my humble opinion. Both cruises had karaoke, background music from the 80s, and VODs featuring television shows and movies from the 80s. Booking the cruise. The Princess cruises are publicly available to be booked by any method, directly through their website or by phone, using an online travel agent or a traditional one. DEC can only be booked directly. Travel agents can book for their clients, but it won't show up on their listings unless they're told about it or specifically looking for it. Cruise passenger limitations. Princess-themed cruises are available to anyone, including kids. There will probably be lots of people on these cruises who don't care about the 80s theme at all and are just looking for a generic cruise. DEC doesn't allow anyone on the ship that's under 21. Their price and relative difficulty in booking access would seem to ensure that only people with a high interest in the decade of the 80s or several of the performers will be on the cruise. Costs and perks. Princess doesn't charge a premium for being a themed cruise. It's more or less the same price as other cruises with similar itineraries. They have 3 package levels, each with a level of perks in exchange for paying more, or less, at the time. DEC's base price includes a drink package, but the cruise price is roughly twice the base per day rate of the Princess cruises. Conclusions. This video isn't designed to show one cruise experience to be superior to the other. Princess and its 80s themed cruises will cost less but be shorter and less immersive. The 80s cruise offers real bands and an escape back to the past, just like one of the most famous movies of the era promised. You know you, your friends, and your family better than I ever could. I hope this video has helped you make the right choice. Thank you for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for more content about music-themed cruises and solo cruising.